Welcome to the Below Football Kaizer family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest news. Kaizer stands by rotation policy as Chiefs crash out of Nedbank Cup. After watching his team bow out of the Nedbank Cup last night, Kaizer Chiefs co-coach Cedric Kaizer has defended the decision to change the starting lineup. Chiefs, the defending champions in this tournament, were dumped out by Stellenbosch FC, losing 2-1 at the Cape Town Stadium in the last 32 stage. Chiefs had made 7 changes to the team that started against Zesco United in Durban over the weekend, and Kaizer says they had no choice as they try to manage the schedule and save the legs. You have to make rotations because of all the minutes the players are putting in and all the kilometers the players are running, not forgetting all of those away trips. Rotation is a must. The players that started are Kaizer Chiefs players and they are supposed to play these kind of games against Stellenbosch, and they did everything they could. Read, Wadu convinced Unity can end 14-year league title drought. It was also Stellies that knocked them out of the Carling knockout in the first round, and they have done it again in the first round of this tournament. Asked about lessons from this defeat, Kaizer had this to say. I learn every day, especially after defeats. Most people think they are the best when they win, but in defeats you have to learn and take lessons out of it. My players also learned the hard way today, and this is a defeat that will push everyone to do more. On a positive note, Kaizer says they will be welcoming back some of the players on the injury list, with players such as George Matlu and Thabo Seal having already started training with the team, and others possibly returning next week. Chiefs are now left with only the League and CAF Confederation Cup titles to chase this season. They could reach the Continental Cup quarter-finals should they beat Al Masry from Egypt by at least a scoreline of 1-0, or by 2 clear goals, in Polokwane on Sunday. But in the league, they have got a big fight. Stellies eliminate reigning champs Chiefs to advance in Nedbank Cup. Stellenbosch FC advanced to the Nedbank Cup round of 16 after eliminating defending champions Kaizer Chiefs at DHL Stadium. In a rematch of last season's quarter-final, Stellenbosch FC welcomed Kaizer Chiefs to DHL Stadium in Cape Town on Wednesday evening for a highly anticipated Nedbank Cup round of 32 encounter. The Maroons made a strong start to the match and were awarded an early penalty after Thabo Moloisane was brought down in the box by a high boot, a challenge that ultimately required the Bafana international to be substituted off. Abraham Jabber stepped up to the spot and coolly converted his effort beyond Chiefs keeper Brandon Peterson. Moments later, 1 goal nearly became 2 as Chumani Butsaka found himself with the ball at his feet in front of goal, but the midfielder could only fire wide from close range. At the other end, Stellies skipper Sage Stevens made a brilliant one-on-one save to preserve Stellies' lead. An end-to-end affair ensued before the second goal arrived for the hosts, with Devin Titus producing the moment of magic by firing an unstoppable effort past Peterson from outside of the box. Stevens was again called upon soon after, making a good save to his right with an outstretched leg, to ensure that the team from the Winelands headed into the dressing rooms with a 2-goal advantage. That advantage was halved shortly after the restart as the Amakasi were awarded a penalty of their own for a handball in the box by Mosa Labusa, which Flavio Silva duly converted. Not to be undone by the setback, Stellies' lead. An end-to-end affair ensued before the second goal arrived for the hosts, with Devin Titus producing the moment of magic by firing an unstoppable effort past Peterson from outside of the box. Stevens was again called upon soon after, making a good save to his right with an outstretched leg, to ensure that the team from the Winelands Egyptians make life difficult for Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs moved up to second in Group D, but results in Egypt ensured the race for the quarter-finals remains tight. Kaizer Chiefs did what was required on Sunday afternoon. The Soweto Giants edged past Zesco United 1-0 to move up to second place in CAF Confederation Cup Group D on 7 points. However, Sunday night's results in Egypt changed the entire outlook in the race for the quarter-finals. Al Masry hands Zamalek a lifeline. Zamalek's 2-1 win over Al Masry in Egypt shifted the standings once again, leaving the group finely balanced with 2 matches still to play. Zamalek now sit top of Group D on 8 points, with Al Masry and Kaizer Chiefs are level on 7. Zesco remain bottom without a point, but their remaining fixtures will influence the final outcome. Kaizer Chiefs have it all to play for in the CAF Confederation Cup. The schedule ahead offers no easy conclusions. Kaizer Chiefs will face Al Masry, a team they lost 2-1 to in Suez. The final group game for Amakasi will be a long trip to Cairo to take on Zamalek. Both Egyptian sides will also meet Zesco in their remaining matches, adding another layer to an already tight group. With only the top 2 teams progressing to the quarterfinals, the margins are slim. One result could change everything, and goal difference may yet play a role. For Kaizer Chiefs, the focus remains straightforward. The win over Zesco kept them in a strong position, but the work is far from done. The final 2 matches will decide whether the Glamour Boys CAF Confederation Cup run extends into the knockout stages or ends in the group phase. Do you think Kaizer Chiefs will qualify for the quarterfinals? Share your thoughts in the comments block below. Kaizer on a possible treble. Kaizer Chiefs co-coach Cedric Kaizer says though it is too early to be speaking about a possible treble, he has dreams just like everyone. Under the guidance of Kaizer and his co-coach Khalil Ben Youssef, Amakasi have another plus for Chiefs through heavy fixture schedule. Kaizer Chiefs co-coaches Khalil Ben Youssef and Cedric Kaizer will embrace the widening options at their disposal with the return of 2 players who were regulars before the AFCON break. Chiefs will travel to Cape Town to play Stellenbosch FC in the Nedbank Cup last 32 with Bradley Cross and Sibongisini Mfethwa back and available for selection after injury concerns. Read, Chiefs overtake Zamalek with Zesco scalp. Cross started his second season at Naturina with firm shifts at left back across his 14 appearances. Bafana coach Hugo Bruce then took notice and included him as one of 4 players from the club in the preliminary squad for the AFCON finals. He ultimately didn't make the final squad and has since been forced out by injury for the past 2 months. Cross last played at the end of November against Zamalek in the CAF Confederation Cup. Read, Chiefs coach, we don't have time to rest. For Ox Mfethwa, he played every game for the Soweto Giants this season until the end of November. Early Chiefs goal ends Zesco United's CAF Confederation Cup campaign. Zesco United's CAF Confederation Cup campaign is over after a narrow 1-0 defeat away to Kaizer Chiefs sealed their elimination from the group stage. An early goal from Glody Maccabi Lalipo proved decisive in Johannesburg, as the South African Giants struck inside the opening 15 minutes and then held firm to deny Zesco a route back into the contest. The Ndola-based side conceded after a moment of misfortune when Benedict Chipeshi's attempted clearance ricocheted off a pressing Chiefs player. The loose ball fell to Mfundo Vilakazi, who squared for Lalipo to calmly finish into the bottom left corner. Zesco struggled to recover from the early setback, enjoying spells of possession but creating few clear chances against a disciplined Chiefs defense that managed the game with maturity. The result officially ended Zesco's continental hopes, with their final GR. Kaizer Chiefs starting 11 versus Zesco United, Kaizer and Ben Youssef ring the changes. Kaizer Chiefs have made 5 changes to their squad that beat Marumo Gallants in midweek for their CAF Confederation Cup match against Zambia's Zesco United on Sunday. Chiefs host the 9-time Zambian champions at Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban and will be looking for 3 more points after winning 1-0 in Ndola a week ago. Coaches Cedric Kaizer and Khalil Ben Youssef have rung the changes in a bid to freshen up the team with 5 of the players who featured on Wednesday either rested or out with an injury. How do Kaizer Chiefs line up? Goalkeeper Brandon Peterson keeps his place as he looks for another clean sheet while Zitha Quinica and Aidan McCarthy also remain, but it looks like the youngster will play at fullback as Miguel Inacio has returned. CAF Confederation Cup, Group D, Kaizer Chiefs vs Zesco United. Starting 11, Peterson copyright, McCarthy, Miguel, Quinica, Solomons, Ndlovu, Mabo, Vilakazi, Modi, Lalipo, De Silva. Subs Hadvuma, Msamango, Mako, Munyan, Mabeso, Sirino, Shavalela, Duba, Velabai. Subs Hadvuma, Msamango, Mako, Munyan, Mabeso, Sirino, Shavalela, Duba, Velabai. Coaches, Khalil Ben, pic.twitter.com/QS